A cold wind sweeps over frozen rooftops as the tram rattles through Moscow at dawn. You'll hear the Russian language in cafes before the sun's first rays hit those gilded domes and neon-lit boulevards. That's life in Russia, raw, complex, and always shifting. A dual reality. Russia is the world's largest country, stretching across 11 time zones. That immense scale shapes everything from how people live to how you travel. In cosmopolitan hubs like Moscow and Saint Petersburg, you'll see crowded subway stations, fashion boutiques, international restaurants, and buzzing nightlife. Outside those centres, the pace slows, villages are quiet, and regional cities show more wear, fewer amenities, and fewer signs of rapid change. In big cities, heating works, power is mostly stable, and modern life, from internet banking to streaming, is taken for granted. But further out, you may face supply shortages, clunky administration, and limited connectivity. So when you travel, you move between two Russias. One, striving to stay global, the other holding to older rhythms. In urban Russia, women tend to juggle multiple roles: professional, caregiver, social. In Moscow, you'll see female executives in sleek suits, entrepreneurs running small businesses, and mothers, navigating both work and family. Yet beneath the surface lies a mix of expectations. Traditional gender roles remain strong in many regions, especially outside the cities. In these places, women may be expected to prioritize home and family above personal ambition, money, payments, and the ruble. Walking into a shop in Russia with your foreign Visa or MasterCard likely won't work. Cards issued outside Russia are generally not accepted. For many tourists, this demands carrying sufficient euros or USD cash and converting it upon arrival at a bank or exchange office. Russian authorities allow foreign currency exchange at banks, which is safer than street dealers. Inside Russia, digital payments are ubiquitous: contactless apps, mobile wallets, QR codes. But most of these platforms require a Russian bank account or a local card, so foreign visitors must rely heavily on cash or prepaid domestic systems in larger cities. Be aware that the ruble has remained volatile, inflation is high, and the ruble's rate can shift dramatically. Many people, locals and expats, convert earnings to stable currencies when possible. Infrastructure, winter, and rural struggles. One of the greatest challenges in Russia is climate. Winters are long, dark, and brutal, especially in Siberia and the far north. Yet central heating works well in most cities, and buildings are generally winterized. In remote regions, power outages or water freezes occur more often. Travel between regions is difficult, distances are extreme, and many natural areas remain remote, with minimal roads or transport. For example, the Solovetsky Islands take either a flight from Arkhangelsk or a ferry from Kem, accessed by train from Petrozavodsk. But the White Sea can be treacherous and crossings rough. Many towns are mono-cities, dependent on a single industry or plant. When that facility fails, people struggle. Access to quality healthcare, infrastructure, and economic opportunity is often sparse outside metropolitan areas. Iconic destinations, trains, and natural wonders. Russia offers some of the world's most compelling travel experiences. The cities remain gateways to the country's soul. Moscow still draws travelers with Red Square, the Kremlin, and St. Basil's Cathedral dominating its skyline. Its Moscow metro remains a subterranean spectacle, a chain of underground palaces. St. Petersburg, once the imperial capital founded by Peter the Great, is Russia's cultural gem. The Winter Palace, Hermitage Museum, Peterhof, Pushkin, Pavlovsk, and the Church of the Saviour on Spilled Blood together embody Russia's past in stone and art. The Golden Ring cities, Vladimir, Suzdal, Yaroslavl, Sergeyev Posad, Pereslavl-Zaleski, Ivanovo, Kostroma, and Moscow, offer peaceful provincial scenery and medieval churches. They're reachable by train from Moscow, making multi-day loops possible. In the east, the Trans-Siberian Railway remains fully operational. This legendary line spans 9,289 kilometers. From Moscow's Yaroslavsky station to Vladivostok, travelers can pause at stops like Permin, Yekaterinburg, Novosibirsk, Irkutsk, Ulan-Ude, Birobidzhan, and Khabarovsk. It also skirts Lake Baikal and offers detours to Tomsk, Ulaanbaatar, or even Beijing. Lake Baikal is a natural legend, the world's oldest and deepest freshwater lake. In summer, that water's clarity creates a dizzying depth effect. In winter, the surface freezes to reveal a translucent ice shell. Nearby Listvianka is a common base, or for greater immersion, head to Olkhon Island, about 6 hours from Irkutsk. Moscow to Irkutsk is roughly a 6-hour flight, or a grueling 3.5-day train. Right at the Altai Mountains and Kamchatka Krai lie at the frontier of wilderness. The Altai Range offers birch, forests, alpine meadows, and rapid rivers. Kamchatka in the far east is a land of volcanoes, geysers, hot springs, bears, and rugged coastline. In European Russia, Kazan, the capital of Tatarstan, showcases Russian Tatar heritage. The Kazan Kremlin is crowned by the impressive Kol Sherif Mosque. In the old Tatar quarter, you'll find older mosques and layers of culture. From Kazan, side trips to Bulgar, Chistopol, Sviazhsk, and Yelabuga are easily arranged. Sochi, once a quiet resort, gained global renown hosting the 2014 Winter Olympics. It's uniquely placed in a subtropical zone, yet close to snow-capped peaks in Krasnaya Polyana. Thus, one day, youth might ski in the mountains and sunbathe on the Black Sea coast. A lesser visited spot is Kaliningrad, the Russian exclave between Poland and Lithuania. With strong European architectural influence, medieval history, and significant amber production, it was named a top emerging destination for 2025 by TripAdvisor. Far north, Murmansk allows for experiences unreachable in most countries. As the largest city above the Arctic Circle, it's a potential base for chasing the northern lights during long winter nights. Volgograd, once known as Stalingrad, carries weight in modern memory. It was destroyed during World War II, but reborn under Stalin's architectural ambition. Today, the Mamayev Kurgan Memorial features the massive statue, The Motherland Calls. The preserved ruined mill, left unrestored, memorializes wartime destruction. The Volga-Don Canal begins near a colossal Lenin statue. Trains or planes from Moscow reach Volgograd in about a day. The snapshot of 2025. Russia in 2025 is living a dual narrative. On one side, ordinary life continues. People go to work, children study, families gather, and cities hum with commerce. On the other, growing economic strain, tighter state control, and international isolation cast long shadows. Many Russians adapt. Through determination, others retreat inward. The war in Ukraine remains a dominating force. Sanctions reshape trade and access to goods. Scarcity hits harder outside Moscow or Saint Petersburg, yet the state projects a narrative of resilience and frames scarcity as virtue. In public discourse, freedoms are narrowed, censorship is pervasive, protest and dissent invite suppression. Some citizens feel they live under a muted regime of silence, free in private life, restricted in public. Demographically, Russia faces a decline, a shrinking working population, and a rising elderly. Demographic. That gap stretches social services and expectations, especially in provincial areas. Still, daily life moves on. Winter brings hardship, but humans adapt. Rural regions absorb shortages. Families use domestic products. The digital economy continues to expand, though subject to control. People find small ways to express themselves through culture, art, community, even when public. Freedom tightens. What visiting Russia in 2025 means. Visiting Russia right now is not for the faint of heart. You must navigate a complex web of visa, programs, digital registration, monetary restrictions, and a tightly controlled information environment. You'll move between cities with both swaggering newness and old wear. You'll see women who balance public ambition and private expectation. You'll visit grand cathedrals, ride the slow iron of Siberian railways, look out across Lake Baikal's ice, and maybe catch the glow of the Northern Lights. Yet you'll also sense absence of dissent, of open dialogue, of global connectivity. The walls of the control are less visible, but they're there. The joy of discovery blends with caution. The awe comes with responsibility, to respect, to observe, and to travel wisely. Would you survive such a journey unscathed? Would you embrace the contradictions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.